Money is not a dirty word. If you're not getting the results with money that you want, then it's not money's fault. It is your relationship with money. It is your beliefs around money. It is your wealth consciousness that is running interference. If you have a lack and poverty consciousness, then you will never be able to experience financial wealth. So, unfortunately, within this paradigm that we live in, we have been fed all these lies about money, about rich people, and all these lies impact our consciousness around money. So, the thing is that the quantum field does not respond to your wishes. It doesn't just give you what you want. It responds to your coherence around whatever the topic is. So, for instance, let's talk for a moment about love. So, if you want to have a loving, compassionate, kind, respectful, intimate, joyful relationship with somebody, but you don't feel like you deserve it, then you can want that all you like. You can want it for the rest of your life, but you're never going to be able to receive it. It's out there, it's waiting for you, but you won't let it in because you don't feel like you deserve it. The message that you're sending to the universe, to source, is consequently scrambled. There is interference. The interference is, I don't deserve that kind of amazing relationship. So it's about cleaning up your own belief systems to be able to send out the coherent message without interference for what you want. Coming back to money, if you have this lack and poverty consciousness, you are never going to be able to experience wealth because you have blocking beliefs, limiting beliefs about money, about rich people, about wealth in general. And it could be that when you were growing up, the same old thing, money doesn't grow on trees, there's not enough money, rich people are evil or greedy, money is the root of all evil. And it's not actually. In the Bible, it is the love of money is the root of all evil. And I actually want to take that a little further and go, I don't think there's anything wrong with loving money, because money in and of itself, it doesn't have a conscience or a consciousness. Money is just a form of exchange, and money can do amazing things in the world. I love the impact that I can have with money. I love the kind of things I can build with money, because being an entrepreneur is about building stuff, about impacting people's lives in a positive way. At least it is in my world. So the more money I have, the more impact that I can make. I love what money can do for the world and how we can build a better world when more conscious visionaries, conscious entrepreneurs are building wealth. This is my mission, right? So coming back to your relationship and your wealth consciousness, and if you have negative beliefs around money, then it's running interference. How do you clean that up? Well, I've got some things that I'm going to share with you. One is a very powerful question that's going to help to reveal the dysfunction that you might have, or at least some of the dysfunction that you have around money, because money is a very, very complex topic. It's highly emotionally charged, thousands of years of history around money, and we live in a world where our money system is totally broken. And you fix the money, you fix the world. And I completely believe that. And unfortunately, the monetary system is rigged against 99% of the population. It's designed deliberately to keep us repressed, poor, and enslaved. And it is time to break free from those monetary systems and to recreate our future financially. And we can only do that if we are empowered financially. Now, if you are new to my channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Marguerita. I am the Woo-Woo Warrior, and I have helped thousands of freedom seekers and wealth consciousness visionaries just like you to clear their fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs so they could rise into unstoppable wealth, freedom, and impact. And I'm on a mission to help you to be the best and most powerful version of you so you can live life on your terms and achieve the life of your dreams. So wealth consciousness is something that you build. It's something that you adopt. And as the moment you are aware of your dysfunction around money, you can start clearing that stuff out. You probably know, if you're already a part of my community, that I love this technique, EFT tapping. It's incredibly powerful. It's super simple. And I have done dozens and dozens and dozens of EFT tapping videos on this channel that will help to rewire your brain with money. In actual fact, at the end of this video, I will put a link of one of those EFT tapping videos right there for you to take advantage of. It will just take you a few minutes to work through to start to rewire your brain for money, wealth, and abundance, and to build this wealth consciousness. So money is not a dirty word. Let's look at this from the context of what money truly is. So as I said, money is just a form of exchange. It's a way for you to pay for something that you value, okay? So say, for instance, you're paying a bill. Maybe it is a bill for your cell phone or your mobile phone, we call them in Australia. Now you are paying that bill because you value the ability to stay connected to the global internet, to the communications network. You have to pay for that because that network is trillions of dollars globally that has gone into building this communications network. So we have to pay for access. The electricity that flows into your house, that again is billions and billions and billions of dollars that has gone into that infrastructure. You are paying a portion to access that, to be able to run everything in your house. If you want to purchase something, you don't go out and purchase something that you really don't value. From the most basic stuff to food, shelter, you know, the primary needs that we have: food, shelter, security. And then there's the things that give us comfort. Well, clothing is a necessity, but there's those things that give us comfort and that help us to enjoy our life. We give money as an exchange of the value that we receive. That is all money is. Full stop. So whatever beliefs you have around money, enough already with the negative concepts and the negative beliefs. Now I'm going to ask you a question to start the ball rolling here. And if you could pause the video, go and grab a pen and a piece of paper, because this could be very, very revealing for you. So when I was growing up, money was. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? When I was growing up, money was. Now, for a lot of people, the first word that comes to mind is scarce. Now, if you're playing along, you could then take that response that is an automatic response. So it's truth to your brain. It's not the truth. It is truth to your subconscious, because money is limitless. Now, just for some context here, if you don't understand the history of money and what fiat currency means, back in 1973, there was something called the Nixon shock. And what Nixon did was he removed the gold standard away from money. So money used to be a representation of gold. It was like, because gold was too heavy to carry around, and this started, you know, the fractional reserve currency started hundreds and hundreds of years ago, when some very smart guy started this system. He saw a way to capitalize on the gold system, and the fact that people would take their gold to be deposited, like the banks that we have today. This was the start of the modern day banking system. And they would leave their gold there, and they would get a promissory note saying that they had deposited their gold there, and they could leave their gold there and come back and get it whenever they wanted, so they didn't have to carry around these heavy lumps or these heavy coins of gold. They had a promissory note. So what these smart people did, who were running these, and of course the people who were running this received, you know, small amounts of money for holding the gold. Now they realized that they've got all this gold, and only about 10% of people would come and collect their gold at any one time. So they went, we're sitting literally on a little gold mine here. What could we do with all this gold that's just sitting here? Well, what we could do is we could make money by loaning out what's sitting here, as long as we keep 10%, because that's all that we need to keep in reserve, because that's all people come and collect at any one time historically. Then we can loan out 90% of this gold, make money off other people's gold, and nobody will be none the wiser. Mind you, I don't think this was public knowledge. So this is when the fractional reserve system started. So back to 1973 and the Nixon shock. So following that, once you take away the gold standard, once there is nothing backing the currency, what is the value of the currency based on? Your belief. The only value that money has in today's Western system is the belief that we have in it. If the belief in the currency finishes, then the value of the currency dies. It is worth nothing. It's just numbers on a screen. So any beliefs you have around money, you are giving your power away to beliefs about something that actually isn't worth much at all. And it is your belief that either allows money in, so it gives you permission to receive money, or it will repel money. You will literally stop money from coming in, and you will not allow yourself to receive it if you have limiting beliefs around money, around rich people, around building wealth, around your self-worth and belief in yourself. All of this, which is a very complex labyrinth, actually makes up your wealth consciousness, or a lack and poverty consciousness, which is actually the primary consciousness that most people have around money. So how do you change this? Well, it is the internal work of doing the personal development work like EFT tapping to clear out the blocks, the limiting beliefs around money to change your wealth consciousness. And like I said, I have dozens of EFT tapping videos to help you do just that. If you want to get access to my entire library with all my best videos are available for free in the one place, then go to wealthconsciousnessmovement.com and register your details there. The address is on your screen right now, and you get instant access to my best tapping videos all in one place. Do them daily. So going back to this exercise, when I was growing up, money was. Okay, so what else did you write down? Now you can tap on that. Now, how do you uncover other beliefs around money? Well, you can sit and journal about money, how you feel about money, what your childhood was like around money. So what conversations went on in the house, what kind of emotions there were around money, were there arguments about money, was there negativity around money, was there never enough money? What were those early years like for you around money? Because they have shaped your money consciousness. So I'm going to tell you a story here, and it comes from Lewis Howes, who is head of the School of Greatness. He was the founder of the School of Greatness, and this is from an interview that he was giving with Jay Shetty. And he told this story. So before Lewis Howes became a big deal, and he's obviously a multi-millionaire many times over now, but back in the beginning, he was struggling financially, and he told this story that as he went about his day, he decided to try this social experiment to manifest money. And he said this statement: money comes to me abundantly and freely, and I see it everywhere. I am a magnet for money. So he said this statement when he woke up first thing in the morning and multiple times during the day. And of course, he has to be paying attention. You have to be paying attention for this to work, right? So he's going about his day, and not long into this social experiment, he's out and about, and he sees a penny on the ground, and he picks the penny up, and whoever he was with at the time, he looked at the penny and he goes, money comes to me abundantly and freely, and I see it everywhere. But he says, do you want this penny? And the person goes, no, that's yours. He went, thank you, I receive. So there's gratitude involved as well, right? I am a money magnet. Thank you, I receive. Now, in the context of things, it's just a penny. It doesn't seem like a big deal. However, it is a representation of money, and he sees it as a sign that this social experiment that he's doing is working, okay? So he takes it back to where he's staying. He puts it on the bedside table, thinks not a lot more of it. And as he goes to bed, he looks at it and goes, money comes to me abundantly and freely, and I see it everywhere. I am a magnet for money. goes to sleep, wakes up in the morning, looks at the penny. Money comes to me abundantly and freely. I see it everywhere. I am a magnet for money. Goes about his day. He's in the New York subway. New York subway is filthy. There's people everywhere. He sees a penny, another penny, on the stairs in the subway. And he looks at it and goes, it's filthy. Like, it's filthy. Do I bend down and pick it up? It's only a penny. He goes, no, social experiment. Picks up the penny, puts it in his pocket. Gratitude, thank you. Money comes to me abundantly and freely. I see it everywhere. I am a magnet for money. Thank you, universe, for this money, blah, blah, blah. And that's all good. So when he goes back to where he's staying, he puts the other penny beside so he's got the two pennies now on his bedside table. And he goes to sleep. And the next morning he wakes up, he sees the two pennies, and he goes, wait a minute, one of those pennies is different. So he picks up the penny that he had picked up in the subway, and he looks at it and he goes, 1945. That's an old penny. And the design is different. And he Googles it and finds out that it's what's called a wheat penny. Now, it just so happens that a wheat penny, depending on its condition, can potentially sell for thousands of dollars. So it might be worth a couple of bucks. It might be worth up to $4,000 in today's money, depending on the condition of the 1945 wheat penny. So if he had not been, money comes to us all the time. It's whether we are open to receive it. Now, from there, of course, Lewis Howes has gone on to build a multi-million-dollar enterprise. And that was the beginning of his shift in his wealth consciousness. Now, he didn't go around manifesting pennies to build his empire. He has built the school of greatness. So he is an incredibly successful entrepreneur. He has put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of sweat equity into the wealth that he has built, because as an entrepreneur, he has built assets. And this is true wealth. When you apply your gifts, your talents, your experience, your expertise, your superpowers to something that provides value in the marketplace, then you build this system to be able to receive money consistently. And that is what brings true wealth, because the value that you are providing in the marketplace, it's not just about the money. It's about the fulfillment. It's about the satisfaction. It's about changing lives. And I know that is at the heart of who you truly are. So this was quite an in-depth video to get you to start to see that money is not a dirty word. Money is a form of exchange, a form of value exchange. It gives you the opportunity to impact more people's lives. There are many, many entrepreneurs out there who are doing good things, and we are on the precipice of a new wealth consciousness, of a new future around money, wealth, and abundance. The old systems are collapsing, and it might get a bit ugly for a little while. Currently, it is September 2025. We are looking at a bit of a rocky road ahead as the old patriarchal systems collapse and we move into a new era and a new wealth consciousness. So I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, like and subscribe, comment below. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is. And if you would like help with any of this, then you can get my free Soul Aligned Business Blueprint. All you need to do that is comment SOUL in the comments below, and I will send you the link to download this free guide, which is a step-by-step guide that will show you how to build soul-aligned wealth through a business that feeds your soul and has an impact in the world. And I'm sure that is something that really lights you up and makes your heart dance, and that is what I'm all about. So, and remember, if you want to try EFT tapping, then the video that you want is right there, and that will help you to shift your wealth consciousness and clear out some of those fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs. Do the work. It is imperative that you do your work, do the work, the internal work to build your wealth consciousness, because you are infinitely powerful and you have the ability to achieve anything you put your mind to. Together, as we build this new consciousness around the planet and this new focus on new wealth, the new wealth paradigm, we will change the world. Love you loads. See you in another video very soon.